well, I've just done a video whinging and moaning about stuff, so I thought I'd do another video whinging and moaning about stuff. I've done the video on the processors and the case that I received that were crap from eBay. So I've got a couple of clips I'm going to put up probably before I get onto this, of things I've received in the post and the condition that they're in. And this is another example of that. And you can see this box here, there's a hole in the top. This is how I received it. Not there, the box is a bit squashed. Be careful with address labels here. Again, a bit battered there. And then this side, again, it's been smashed in. This was something I bought relatively recently. And you can see the state that this is in. Oh, so half of these buttons were actually fallen off. Yeah, these are missing. That's loose. It's one of these really old little TV radio alarm clock things. I just had another stupid idea that I wanted to do. And you can see it's been completely trashed, and it's a real shame because it was actually in pretty good condition for its age. And it's a weird colour. I think the plastic may have yellowed, but it's got like a sort of like a light metallic silver coating to it as well. Yeah, it's all smashed here. That's broken away from there. This is all caved in on the top, so the buttons are smashed. So clearly something's impacted that and smashed the buttons down, and it's been dropped on top of this. There's a chunk missing there, and then this side here is all cracked as well, so it's probably salvageable, but again, it's just, you get something like this and you think, oh great, and then it just ends up a massive disappointment, and I've lost all interest in this now. This is unfortunately another one of those situations where eBay sellers fail to pack things adequately. You can see this box is pretty squashable. It's already been squashed. It arrived squashed. It's a bit annoying really, because what's inside it really doesn't need to be rattling around like it is. I don't actually know if these even work because I've not tried them yet, but these are actually hard drives, so this is not adequate packing for posting hard drives at all. And there's just a couple of wraps of bubble wrap around each drive, and all that's really going to do is stop them from clanging against each other a bit. Other than that, you know, they're just going to bash around. And as you can see, there's all this space in the top of the box here, so these could have had at least packaging or padding above and below the drive. So obviously it's still not going to help the sides, but yeah, it's really just poor packaging. Luckily with modern drives they tend to pull the heads off the platters, and that will obviously help protect them if they have been knocked about. But in a box like this with no packaging at the top and the bottom and the sides, it's quite easy for these corners to get bashed in if the box has been dropped. It doesn't look like that actually has happened for as far as I can tell, but there's no real way to know. But it's certainly not a good way to pack hard drives. And all the parcel thrown over the gate that's been there for 3 days because no one bothered to put a card through the door. It's been raining every single day. I think I might put a trampoline or a spring-loaded boxing glove on the other side of the gate. And these are a couple of other items that I also had shipped to me from eBay. This first one really was the seller's fault. It should have a plastic fascia, but it got absolutely obliterated. And you might think that the camera angle's a bit weird, because this might look like it's a bit like tilting that way. It's because it is tilting that way. You can see here the damage to the chassis. That's supposed to be straight. The whole thing's been smacked that much, it's twisted the whole chassis. This was wrapped in just basically black shrink wrap with the label slapped on it, and these are pretty damn heavy. Probably good, it's got to be a good 5 kilos, and anything that heavy in the post, if it's thrown, it just smashes. You can see the corner there is all bent. I don't know what the back's like. It's not too bad on the back. I mean, the casing isn't that bad, it's just that the whole chassis has been skewed over. There's nothing I can really do, but I only wanted it for the case as well. That's the frustrating thing. Now here's the second one that he sent, which unfortunately has also taken a beating. There's a crack there as well. This I think is probably repairable to a state that would be good enough. Again, as I was saying, I actually bought these for the cases, not the drives, and I did say, you know, you can take the drives out, save yourself some cost on the postage and sell them or throw them for me, because I only wanted the cases. But they didn't. In fairness to the seller, when they sent this one, they packed it really well. They put it in a box, probably 2-3 times bigger than this. Loads of bubble wrap. But again, because of the weight, when you drop something that's this heavy and it's bubble wrapped, the corners just push through the bubble wrap and then into whatever, obviously, hard surface that they've been dropped on. And you can see on the back here that's been dinted and the paintwork's cracked there and there as well. So it's taken, I think it's probably taken a hit, either 2 hits or a hit across the back, and then the force of that's pushed this off the front. So real shame. So yeah, and as you probably saw, the clips I put in, there was the other 2 things, the way that people post things. I mean, this could have been packed better. So they've got a decent sized box and a fair bit of packaging. They could have put more packaging in it, but to be honest, the damage to this, I don't think it would have survived regardless. So there's only so much you can do. The postal companies just take the piss, unfortunately.